Just look at the ticket, the traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka, I bust out the haka, I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters will cry me a river like boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Yeah.
Stop, here we go. Bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go. We don't move it scary.
Glad time a shed a tear. That when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We don't switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of love. Maybach, laid back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it's time. Better believe we gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do?
Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try. Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Southside on the track. Mellow made it right.
New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any son moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter, got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rock for real. Broski turned into a demon when he off the...
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're the first first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Takes it to about the 37. You look at this Colt defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up in...
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. The return is Jones. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault.
His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Richardson. This one completes out of Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Cameron Sample there to make the play defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. Gay now set to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to Mixon on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Bengals at 9-3 here on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Burrow on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. In motion left is Higgins. Now they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Colts 44-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Breaks a tackle, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
That's complete. Right around the lane. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. A 12-yard touchdown grab. as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10, Taylor now. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
Yeah, he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Samson Ebukam. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll start with the option. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Gay now set to kick it off. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Off play action. Richardson. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And down inside the 15 he goes. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. Richardson working from the gun. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals 7-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Richardson to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. And Gay knocks this one through, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And now look at him go. Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 60, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Bulldozes past him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Flushed out right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now Richardson, meanwhile, going to get this ball to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it with the option late. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Call it a gain of a yard at its 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Colts on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. B.J. Hill able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd down and 8. Again, it's Mixon. There he goes, left side. Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes in that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That complete to Downs. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Richardson looking to throw. Now this taken in by Downs. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Richardson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Richardson on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here we go. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this J. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the